Hey, what's going on? This is Dynamite Dan ASMR. This is going on two channels. It's going on Dynamite Dan ASMR as well as Explicit Blabber TV. We are trying to get our subscribers up. So if you see this, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's free. It's free. It's free. So go ahead and do it. I appreciate it so much. If you are looking for a personal reading, you can just type the word personal in the comments below and I will get back to you. It's $25 for a personal, and these are free, of course. So partake in however you would like. Also, we are gonna be the timestamps are gonna be in the description bar in the comments below, and then we're gonna start off with air signs, earth signs, and then we're gonna end with water signs. So you can just toggle switch, use the little navigation tool and just find your sign. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with Gemini. Why? Because I'm a Gemini myself. So I'm going to definitely do my sign first because my sign is the best sign. No, I'm kidding. All of us are great. All of us are awesome. So anyways, we asking that Spirit be with us, the Holy Spirit be with us, all the powers that be, all of our ancestors, our angels, our spirit guides, whoever wants to come through and send a message to the general public in this general reading right now. We just ask that you be with us right now. Ask that you be in the cards. I love my cards. They're personal cards, so I feel like my energy is really heavily in there. So when we do the readings, I don't feel like I'm picking up on somebody or something else or some other message. It's coming straight from Jordan. It's coming straight from Dynamite. All right. So let's get 3 card pulls. We're going to pull 3 cards, and if we need clarification, if I'm confused about something and I need clarification, I might pull more cards. But for the most part, we're going to pull 3 cards for each sign. All right, Gemini, what's going on? Let's pick 3 cards for you. 1, 2, 3. It says, if you think the people who are the people who think and look like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. This is that quote from Pocahontas. You might want to read or watch Pocahontas. There might be some information in that story for you. The next card says, boredom is a sign your creativity needs a spark. I hate that these things don't show up. I hate the fact that it shows up backwards. Anyways, this last one says, if you keep on believing that the dream that you wish will come true, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. So Gemini, let's see. Seems like you got some negative people around you. Yeah, you got some negative people around you. They're trying to kill your dreams. They don't want you to believe in your dreams. They don't want you to be creative. The answer is to be creative no matter what. Probably end up changing, probably have, to me, it's family. The first thing that pops into my mind is family, because normally, especially as Geminis, if we're not vibing well with people, we have a tendency to be like, that meme with that boy that he just disappears into the grass, or that's from The Simpsons, where he disappears right into the grass, into the bush. Yeah, it's like as soon as we're not vibing, we just pick off, right? So it's just like the only way for you to be stuck in an energy with people that you don't align with is if you can't get away from them. And so I'm thinking it's either a coworker situation, but the first thing that popped into my head was family. So your family doesn't want you to be creative. I'm getting your family wants you to doesn't want you to go to college for some sort of like art. You want to go to school for art. They don't believe in that. They want you to do something more like safe. It's time for you to like make new friends. The best way to make friends in the like what I'm getting is go to the university and literally just hang out with folks and talk to them and pick their brain. Like the people that are in those classes, when those classes get out, go and hang around the campus and just be like, hey, so how do you like the class and what's going on with the teachers and this, then the third, and like get phone numbers and get social media and talk to them and hang out with them so that you have a supportive team to counteract this negativity that's around you. These people who don't want you to believe in yourself. These people who think that the only people who are the people that look and think like them, people who are just stuck in a mental box. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, watch the movie Pocahontas. Maybe there might be some inspiration in that as well. You might be into animation. That might be something that you're into, creative 3D animation, stuff like that. So 4D animation. I miss the 2D animation because I'm a 90s kid. But yeah, that's your reading, Gemini. Go off and be creative and live your best life. All right, Libra. What's good, Libra? Lucky Libra. That's my moon sign, Libra. Got a lot of air in my chart. I didn't like how I made that face. Anyways, so Libra, let's get 3 cards for you. Let's cleanse the cards, raise the frequency of the cards, and let's get 3 cards for Libra. Libra, have you been good? Let's see if you have been. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. All right, so the first card says awareness is key, perspective is everything. The second card says when the world tries to keep you down, take them straight to hell. And the last card says the Hermit card in tarot. So right off the gate, you're in this hermit mode because there's somebody that's raising hell in your space. Spirit is saying that you have the power to free yourself. It's just a perspective thing. You're in the hermit mode thinking about what your next move is going to be. They're saying to stand up for yourself, speak up. Your perspective is everything. So you're thinking that, oh, the problem is this or the problem is that, and I have to do this drastic thing in order to get this thing done. But they're saying that what you really need to do is just verbalize or put pen to paper, but just communicate in some form or fashion about what's really going on and how you really feel, and put your foot down and say, hey, no, enough is enough, or whatever. Get out of this hermit energy, because it's not going to do you any good to be all closed-minded and introspective like that. In this situation, it requires you to speak your mind. It also says at the top, says awareness is key. So maybe these people are just not aware that you are going through what you're going through. They don't have the perspective. Perspective is everything, like it says here. Maybe they're not aware. Maybe they don't have the perspective that you have. And by you voicing your opinion and standing your ground, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be able to change their perspective and be like, oh, well, I didn't know that you felt that way. You know what I'm saying? And so because they didn't know, maybe it was just simply a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I'm getting at. It's like maybe there's like misunderstandings happen on both ends of the party. But by you standing up for yourself and being like, nah, if they're abusing me in any form or fashion, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to stand up for myself. By you doing that, it allows for you to make this breakthrough. So that's what I got for Libra. Thank you so much, Libra. Thank you for your lending me your energy. And be gone. As you were. Next one we got is Aquarius. What's good, Aquarius? Go ahead and cleanse these cards. Raise the frequency of the cards. Put Aquarius in the cards. And let's get 3 cards for Aquarius. These are, Aquarius is kind of funny, a funny sign, because they're the water barriers and they're an air sign. So it's like a good combination between an air sign and a water sign, kind of like. So we got 3 cards. First one says, doing nothing often leads to the very best of something. This is from Winnie the Pooh. So maybe you go back and watch Winnie the Pooh. Maybe Winnie the Pooh has something to say to you. The second one says, silence is the best answer in this case, even if it seems rude. And the last card is the World card in tarot, right? So you're going to be moving. Some sort of expansion is happening. Whether you're moving from a different state or moving into a different job or something like that, you're going to be moving. They want you to be hush-hush about it. Spirit says be hush-hush about it. People are trying to figure out what you got going on, and they're saying to be silent. This one says to do nothing. This allows for you to expand as big and as wide as you need to, as big and broad as the world, even, without any like mental, confusion from other folk. It's not their business to know. They're not helping you with this move, so they don't even need to know. Like they say, real killers move in silence. And you're really gonna kill, quote unquote, kill the game, so to speak, when you move in silence and you go within, you know, have some sort of solitude in this move. It's the right move to make. You don't need other people to validate what you got going on. You don't need other people to validate what you got going on. You can just move as freely as you want to. People are being nosy though, so just be hush hush about it until it gets done. And don't even tell them. Maybe you just post about it on social media. Let them really be on the outside. Maybe these people have like they don't have your, they're just being nosy. I feel like it's coworkers being nosy about your situation. They don't need to know. It feels like they're gonna try to press you to get the information, and you just resist even more. All right, that's what I got for Aquarius. Moving on to Earth signs. Capricorn. What's going on, Capricorn? Let's go ahead and cleanse these cards. Let's go ahead and raise the frequency of these cards. Let's go ahead and put Capricorn in the cards. And let's go ahead and raise the frequency again. And let's get 3 cards for Capricorn. Have you been behaving, Capricorn? Have you been on your best behavior? Have you been shooting the breeze? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the first card is the Moon card in Tarot. The Moon card in Tarot. The second card says, fear is something you were taught, so unlearn the pattern. Fear is something that you were taught, so unlearn the pattern. And the last card says, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. This is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Maybe you need to go watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I've never seen it. I just remember the quote. I'm giving you advice that I have not taken. But I would say, you know, there might be some inspiration in that movie. I just know the quote. The quote's pretty awesome. And it seems like you are doing exactly that. You're moving quickly in this world, but there's some sort of hidden emotions behind this. The Moon shows that there's something's hidden. Maybe you're hiding the fact that you're fearful of something, and you're driving yourself to go to work and to move fast so that you don't have to face your fear or something. I'm hearing something about letting go of something. I'm picking up on a lot of different energies. Some of them karmic and some of them are not karmic, so bear with me. But yeah, it's just like you don't want to let go of something. You're in front of everybody smiling and laughing. This is the fear, right? But you're in front of everybody smiling and laughing and joking and pretending that it doesn't hurt you, pretending that you're not afraid of something. And you're moving fast so that you don't have to focus on what you fear, and, you know, focusing on like trying to get rid of that fear. And so yeah, just slow down, like this quote says. Watch the movie. Maybe slow down while watching the movie. Go get you some popcorn, some snacks or whatever, and go watch the movie. And kind of reflect on what we're talking about here. Yeah. You know better than me. Sometimes when I pick up on fear or low vibrational energy, it really doesn't, like, the full message doesn't come out. Like, it doesn't tell me exactly what the fear is. So I think it's like what I'm getting is like the fear of being alone. That might be something that maybe you just broke up with somebody and you're fearing being alone. You got to unpack that, Capricorn. If that is the exact scenario, the best thing to do is give yourself a little bit of grace to get over the person and then move forward from there. And that's all I got for you, Capricorn. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo. Where art thou, Virgo? Where art thou, Virgo? Where art thou, Virgo? Let's change the frequency of the surroundings, and then raise the frequency of the cards. Go ahead and cleanse the cards as well. Put Virgo in the cards. and raise the frequency of the cards. Virgo, Virgo, we out thou. All right, so get 3 cards for Virgo. Whoa. Where we're going, we don't need roads. And then we have the devil energy, and we have 777. So you got somebody preventing you from making moves. It doesn't matter because the heavenly realms are with you. 777. So yeah, we have, oh, I didn't introduce the cards. I apologize. So we have where we're going, we don't need roads. We have the devil card, and then we have 777. So yeah, something's trying to prevent you from moving forward, something or someone. It doesn't matter because the angels are with you, the heavenly realms is with you, and it says that you're going. It says where you're going. So it's like you're going there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doesn't want you to go there. You're gonna be making money. You're gonna be making money after you make this move. And there's somebody that's around you that wants your money, wants your time, wants your attention. And they know that if you leave, if you go, because where we're going, we don't need roads. They can't go. They're not coming with you. They're not going with you. It's a road. It's a road less traveled. Also, this quote is from Back to the Future. So maybe watch the Back to the Future. It might have some information for you. But it's like this person knows that they can't come with you. They know that you're, with the heavenly realms. They might even know that you are protected. They kind of just want to munch off of your energy. So you don't have nothing to worry about. Just know that this person or situation is just a temporary roadblock because the heavens are making a way for you no matter what, Virgo. No matter what. They are making a way for you, okay? You have nothing to worry about. All right, Virgo, that was your reading. Moving on to Taurus. What's goody, Taurus? What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, Taurus? What's goody, Taurus? What's goody, Taurus? What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, Taurus? All right, so we got to cleanse these cards for Taurus, Spirit. Go ahead and put, raise the frequency of these cards. Put Taurus into the cards as well. And raise the frequency once again. And let's get 3 cards for Taurus. Let's also cleanse the energy around me. Feeling some weird energy around me right now. So go ahead and cleanse the energy as well so that we get the most accurate read for Taurus and all the rest of the signs afterwards. Let's get 3 cards for Taurus. 1, 2, 3. So the first card says the greatest possibilities leads to the greatest outcomes. I hate the fact that it's backwards, but anyways, you are in alignment with the universe. The last one says, fear not of men because men must die. Mind over matter. Soul before flesh. All right, so there's some sort of illusion that's being pushed your way. I'm picking up on some energy here. You don't care, Taurus. What I'm picking up is that there's people around you, things that are around you that are negative. You don't care. You have remained positive through it. You'll continue to remain positive through it. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. Taurus, you're really truly laid back. And when people tell you that you can't do something, you're kind of just like, you have this energy of like, well, I'm just gonna nod and agree with you, but really and truly you need to mind your business. And by you minding your business, you've been able to stay in alignment. You've been able to see the glass half full, to see that the greatest possibilities lead to the greatest outcomes. And you're not allowing for the fear of man to trap you in something, some sort of mental confusion. Yeah, human beings die, cycles come and go. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a beginning, middle, and end. Yeah. So there's that. Yep, that's what it is, Taurus. So that was the end for the earth signs. Now we're going on to fire signs. Aries. What's goody, Aries? What's goody, fire signs? I love me some fire signs. I love earth signs too. But sometimes their energy is kind of like slow for me. And so I kind of want somebody a little bit more on my side of things, on more fast pace. So we got Aries, then Leo, then Sagittarius, right? So starting off with Aries. Let's go ahead and cleanse these cards. Raise the frequency of the cards. Put Aries into the cards and raise the frequency once again. Okay. Let's get 3 cards for Aries. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it says your solar plexus and your crown is out of alignment. But it says that you are in alignment with the universe. So what could that possibly mean? Oh, okay. So it says that, okay, so your crown and your solar plexus. So your crown has to do with your royalty and your connection to the Most High. And your solar plexus has to do with your willpower, right? Once you balance out the solar and the crown, then you'll come back into alignment, right? What I'm picking up on is that it's a pretty easy fix. I'm picking up on you not speaking your mind, or you knowing what to do but not actually putting it in action. So it's like that's what is preventing your crown from flourishing, is you twiddling your thumbs about the situation. But go ahead and act. Don't suppress your fire. Don't suppress your solar plexus. Yeah, it's like an easy, quick fix. It's like something that you already know what to do. You already planned it out. You already have the wheels in motion. And it's gonna exonerate you and the people that surround you. It's gonna make you feel like a king or a queen wearing your crown. So just go ahead and do it. It's really what's happening is the solar plexus is out of order, which is causing the crown to be a lot out of order. You do the thing that you have on your mind. You execute it. The crown comes back on. The solar plexus and the crown come back on, and then you go right back into alignment. It's a simple fix. You know what I'm saying? You already have the answer. Matter of fact, when you come into these readings, you're supposed to be just receiving confirmation for the things that you already know. Sometimes we don't always have people in our corner. Not everybody has a spiritual family or friends, but you can come online and you can meet your spiritual family and your spiritual friends on here, and they can help encourage you. And so that's what it is that you're receiving confirmation for certain things that you already know, just receiving that extra support. So yeah, Aries, that's what I got for you. You know what to do, Aries. You know what to do. You already know. Let's go to Leo. Leo, my Leos, man. I love me a Leo. I really love me a. I love all fire signs. I'm not really too partial on. I don't know a lot of Leos though. I don't have a lot of Leo friends. The sun is making the lighting look even weirder. But you got to listen to what I got to say. Don't look at me. Just listen for right now. Let's get 3 cards for Leo. Let's cleanse the cards. Raise the frequency of the cards. And let's get 3 cards for Leo. All right, first card is the devil. Oh no. Second card is 222. And the last card is doing nothing leads to the very best of something. And this has to do with, this comes from the Winnie the Pooh. So you might want to watch that. See if you gain some extra inspiration from it. Somebody's trying to stop your divine union. Somebody's trying to stop your divine union. This has to do with romance to me. 222 means 2 people that are energetically, vibrationally aligned, meant to be together romantically. They're being blocked. You don't have nothing to worry about. This devil energy is going to end up, they're going to end up moving, or they're going to end up getting caught up in the law or something like that. Is going to take them out of the situation. Like their car's going to break down. They're going to end up losing the job. They're not going to be able to come to work. They're going to get fired. And then you and your person are going to be together. It's going to be something like, you're not going to have to do nothing. It's going to be something like that. Now, God forbid that happened to somebody. But like, if they are being like a prick to you like this, trying to get into your relationship, they might be jealous. They might have had a crush on you or your person, and they just want to like mingle, in it, just to mingle in it. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to ruin what you got because they don't got what you got. They need to move on. They need to move forward, but they don't know how. Let's see if this helps. All right, that did not help. Trying to see if the lighting could get better, but it's fine. That's what I have for you, Leo. Just keep your head up, keep your head strong, and just like wait it out. Just ignore that person as much as possible, because it seems like they're gonna get booted out of the situation altogether. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. What's going on, Sagittarius? Let's get 3 cards for Sagittarius. First and foremost, let's cleanse the cards, raise the frequency of the cards, and put Sagittarius into the cards. And let's get 3 cards for Sagittarius. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. It says, even Jesus Christ, Jesus, overturned the tables of the money changers. Healthy anger is necessary in this situation. The second card says, roadblocks allow you to use creativity to solve problems. And it says, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. All right. All right, Sag. Are you having trouble speaking up on something? You need to. You're the person to do it. You're going to be the one that speaks up and you change the course of the future. You change your future. Seems like there's something going on at the job. It's been going on for a long time. And you have a creative solution on how to solve that problem. You're just sitting on it. It says go to the manager about it. Go straight to the manager about it. Don't go to the coworkers. Don't talk to the coworkers anymore. Go straight to the manager and tell them about what's going on. Tell them how, and then tell them your solution to the problem. And that solution will be the thing that changes the workplace environment. It's going to be something that this is going to be a practice that they do for years to come. It's going to solve your problem that you have within the job. And it's also going to solve the problem for everybody else in the future. So yeah, they're saying basically don't count yourself out. Don't see yourself as the smallest person. See yourself as the biggest person. See yourself as, well, see yourself as the person that can change the course of the future, whether big or small, right? Your manager's going to listen to you. If you're angry about it, express it in a way. You might need to write it or text it. Something is telling me don't write it or text it. Something's telling me go face to face. If you are living in a one-party state, you might even be able to record it. Look up, if you don't know what that means, look it up. Basically, it means that you're allowed to record. The other person doesn't have to know. If you're in a two-party state, that means both people have to be knowledgeable of you recording them. You're recording not to blackmail or but just as a way to, you know, have proof of the situation, you know, for your record. But you gotta look up the law first in your city and state. Yep, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Oh, really quickly. Yeah, sometimes it's good. Whatever you do, just know that you are, you know, somewhat protected by the law, right? So when you write contracts out, you know, just like how when you find, you know, you start working a job, they make you sign all that paperwork. Sometimes you can write something out and have them, you know, type out something, get it notarized. Getting something notarized costs anywhere from $5 to $25. So it's you're able to do it for fairly cheap. I'm almost certain that you can get it done at the post office, but I'm not too sure. You got to look that up yourself. But basically what I want you to have is like legal proof of what you did and what you said when it comes to when things get, you know, because when your money is involved, you never want it to be he said, she said. You know, when the job, the workplace environment is, you know, you never want it to be he said, she said. You want to be matter of fact about it, you know. So that's all that I'm saying. And if they don't want to sign something, you know, that's another topic for another time, but write it out, you know, and document everything. Put your face and your voice in the camera. Use your face, use your voice. It'll get you far in this situation and another situation. All right, Sag, let's move on. Thank you, Sag, for your energy. We're moving on to water signs. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? Scorpino, 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 Scorpio. All right, let's cleanse these cards for Scorpio. Raise the frequency of these cards. Put Scorpio into the cards and raise the frequency once again. And let's get 3 card pulls for Scorpio. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. So the first card we got is 222. The second card we have is fear not of men, because men must die. Mind over matter, soul before flesh. And we have your throat chakra is out of alignment. Oh no. You got a crush on somebody, Scorpio. You might love them, you might like them. It might be a little bit of mix of both. You like somebody, you want to tell them that you like them. You're afraid that they're going to reject you. I'm trying to pick up to see whether or not they do like you. Spirit, do they like them or not? They don't like you as much as you like them, but they're interested in you. They think that you're attractive at the very least. They would go out on at least 1 date with you. Don't let fear stop you from asking this person out. Be cool about it. Don't make it a date. Don't make it a romantic date. Just hang out. You one-on-one. Spirit is saying make it a double date. Take the extra pressure off of you. Bring 2 other people. Bring a total of 4 people. You and that other person. And maybe get you a homeboy or her homegirl and have her bring somebody with them. So it's you 2 sitting on one side of the booth and the other 2 sitting on the other side. And then at some point, just have your 2 friends kind of just go off on their own and let you guys talk on your own. And then set it up to where you guys go out for like dessert or something like that, and your friends are like nowhere to be found, and it's just you 2. You're not trying to trick them into a date, but you want to take off the romantic pressure. It's not about tricking nobody. Nobody's stupid, you know what I'm saying? You can feel the vibes. If the vibes are there, if you guys are both romantically, aligned with one another, you guys both romantically are interested in one another. It doesn't matter if your friends are around or not. You're going to feel the vibes either which way. So, but it seems like there's some sort of connection with you 2. Like you guys are gonna hit it off if you haven't already. At the end of the evening, if things are feeling good, just be like, hey, I think we should do this without our friends and just go based off of that. That way it takes the pressure off of you, because it seems like you have this fear, this person rejecting you. So that's my advice on doing it without feeling that fear or feeling less fearful. But remember, this person is just a person. They're flesh and blood. They have to die just like you. They have to go through that same cycle of death and rebirth, just like you do. But if you don't, do it, your throat chakra is going to continue to be out of alignment. But it seems like it's going to be prosperous. If you take my advice, come back and let me know and invite me to the wedding. You know what I'm saying? I can DJ. I can pop lock it. I can be a backup dancer. I can do it a lot. Okay, next we have, that was your reading, Scorpio. Next we have Cancer. What's going on, Cancer? Let's cleanse these cards for Cancer. And let's raise the frequency on these cards. And let's put Cancer into the cards. And let's get a reading for Cancer. 3 cards for Cancer. 1 card, 2 card, 3 card. 4 cards wanted to come out. I'm going to put that 4th card to the side. We'll consider it, perhaps. The first card is the Sun. in tarot, the sun. The second card is where we're going, we don't need roads. This is the quote from Back to the Future. You might want to watch it. It might give you some extra inspiration. And this last card says the goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. And this is a Drake song, the rapper Drake. And the fourth card that came out, which I wasn't going to take, but it's 777. Numerology, 777. So this is positive. You and your partner are moving in together or doing something, starting a business together. It says it's being backed up by the heavens. Maybe what you're doing is going to help a lot of people, and it's actually necessary that you do it. But you and your partner are going to be making forward movement in something. Maybe somebody's going to propose. Oops, I'm sorry if I was the one to tell you. You know what I'm saying? These readings are timeless, so somebody might not watch it now. They might watch it like 10 years from now. I'm not going nowhere. Neither is this reading. But yeah, somebody might be popping the question, might be moving into with one another. I'm getting romance, so it says the goal isn't to create something that lives. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. So you guys are going to be moving forward in something that's going to be lasting for a long time. So it's like, basically, it's like two things happening at once. So maybe you're making forward progress in your relationship as well as in a business endeavor, you know. So maybe it's both things are happening at the same time. Either which way, this is positive. You got the sun, you got positive cards, you got the heavens looking over you and stuff like that. You got everybody else got 3 cards. You got 4. So who's abundant? Cancer is abundant. Definitely Cancer, you're very abundant. You got nothing to worry about. If it don't apply, let it fly. Somebody, I'm hearing that. If it don't apply, let it fly. There might be an angry Cancer in here that's like, that reading doesn't belong to me. Like, my life is not looking like that. If it don't apply, let it fly. Okay, so last but not least, we got Pisces. Pisces, what's going on, Pisces? Let's cleanse the cards for Pisces and raise the frequency of these cards. Let us put Pisces into the cards and raise the frequency once again. And let's get 3 cards for Pisces. Let's also clear the energy in the room around us, so we get the best possible outcome for Pisces. All right, let's get 3 cards for Pisces. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. All right, the first card says thoughts are not threats and feelings are not facts. Thoughts are not threats and feelings are not facts. Second card is a true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but of his heart. And that's from Hercules, the animated version. You can watch any version you want to, but you might gain some inspiration from watching the movie. The last card says seek abundance, not money. The universe will always provide when you match its frequency. Seemed like you tried to do something good for somebody at work and it led to some sort of drama. You put your heart before your head and it led to some sort of drama, and maybe they're threatening to fire you, or you feel like, not they're threatening to fire you, but you feel like they're trying to like cut your hours, or they're trying to make you like, you know, make you maybe not, it's not that serious, but they're trying to make you look like the bad guy, but you were trying to do it out of the goodness of your heart. The universe wants you to be abundant, so God wants you to be abundant. We're lover and believers of God over here. Yahweh, Yeshua, all of that good stuff, right? But yeah, the universe is saying not to be concerned about money, that you will always be provided for. That these people that are trying to threaten you, that's not the truth? That you should always lead with your heart, no matter what. You did the right thing. Because it says the universe will always provide. So that means that they have already provided for you. So if something happens, the universe has it set up to where you already have something already aligned. Maybe this is not even the space that you want to be. I want more clarification on this situation. Let me get one more card. It says, never let disappointment stop you from seeing your life as anything but beautiful. You might have a bad day, but not a bad life. So this is a temporary situation. It's not even going to last that long. They're just kind of, it's saying like in 2 weeks, it's not going to matter. It was just just going through a bad spot right now. Let me get one more card after this. Pisces, you're the only one that I had to pull extra cards for. It says, don't let anyone say that you can't. Show them that you can. So yeah, you did the right thing. You don't have anything to be worried about. No one's going to take your money from you. The universe might be telling you that, you know, if you're in an environment like this, you might want to get another job, but you're not going to lose the job that you have right now. You're going to if you get another job, it's going to be because you upped and decided that you wanted to get another job. It's not going to be because you getting fired. Nobody's going to fire you. Matter of fact, if you look up the laws, hold up, something's going on with my battery. Anyways, let me just get off of here. I don't want my phone to overheat. But if you look up the laws, you'll see that they can't just up and fire you in every city or state. So look up the laws to make sure that they can even do that. And once you figure that out, you know, you'll most likely they're not going to do that. Especially if you've been working there for months. They don't want no drama. They don't want no smoke for real. They just sometimes like people don't have lives. You know what I'm saying? People are like, they go to work, they go to school, they pick up their kids, they do the same things every day. They go to the club, out to the club every Friday, Saturday, you know. And it's just like when they get to work and they see like a little speck of dust, like say you're a night shift, you cleaned up night shift, and morning shift comes up, and they're like, oh, the place was filthy. It's just like, bro, like you didn't have to clean up. Night shift works harder because we have to do all the deep cleaning. You just get to come in and everything's already clean, and you leave midway. But you don't have to do none of the deep cleaning that night shift does, and then you're judging us extra hard. I'm just using that as an example, right? It's just like people like don't have lives outside of that wheelhouse that I just said, work, school, and stuff like that. So when they get an opportunity to lord something over your head, they lord it over your head like nobody's business, because everybody wants to feel great, and everybody wants to feel powerful, and everybody wants to feel like they have this full and total control over their lives. But that's just not how you do that. You don't just, you know, start, you know, being an ass to people at the job just because you can. You know what I'm saying? That's not how mature men and women, productive members of society, high vibrational spiritual beings, that's not how we roll. That's not how we do things. And if you are the only one to set the tone and to be like, no, this was wrong, it was wrong for you to cut her hours, or whatever sort of drama that's happening at the job or whatever, and you standing up for this person or standing up for yourself, that's what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Men and women of God, we're not supposed to just be partial to things. We're supposed to, you know, as the Bible says, is to love thy neighbor, to look up, you know, look over, you know, people who can't defend themselves, the speechless. Jesus said to feed his sheep, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, spiritually, you know, financially, however. So emotionally speaking, if somebody's being, you know, treated like a doormat, it's your job to be like, nah, I'm not gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? If there's some sort of drama happening at your job because of it, then so be it. But it says like in 2 weeks it's not gonna matter. Around the three week mark, no one's even gonna remember it. They're gonna be moving on to some new drama. You know what I'm saying? The spotlight won't be on you anymore, Pisces. But yeah, that's what I got for you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much energetically, who's the energy that was here with me, and the energy that wasn't here with me. We do readings on the daily. We're gonna be going live at least once per day. We do doing personals. Personals are $25. And we can do it any way you want it. We can do it on like this. We can do it over the phone. and we can do it through text. So if you want a personal, go ahead and book a personal with me. All you got to do is type personal in the comments below. I'm gonna timestamp this so that you can easily click through and figure out which sign you are. This is for your sun, your moon, and your rising, as well as any other signs in your chart, really and truly. If you wanted to if you're researching any particular sign within your chart. But yeah, that's what I have for you. 12 zodiac signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. You guys have a great rest of your day. This is going to be uploaded. And this is, like I said before, this reading is timeless. So whenever you're seeing it, you're in alignment with it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.